revenge. Somebody might.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my. My dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me on the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me. Gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. First down. It's Morton, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. No good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try to left side. McFarland, 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Under 10, 55 mark.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Bryant taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The counter. Morton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And his kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Bring it. Bring it. Switch gears. Check 13. Check 13.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point safely through, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. Going top shelf for... And that's caught inside the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 57 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. There he goes, left side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. I got you, boy. I got you.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off-play action. Bryant. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch it, divide. Nice go. Come on. Go. Nice. Go. Mike,
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Right back to him on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Jackson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Slant.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Check nickel. Hey. Come on. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike,
to throw is Jackson. Throwing again. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Undercrush.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are able to cut into that lead.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Ravens 21.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go, G.
On 2nd down now. McFarland, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, no. 55 to Mike. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
6-man.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Your trip is huge, baby. Your trip is huge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotta do better. Come on, keep it. Check 3.
Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? Go against the mic. Stop your whining.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Off the play fake. Bryant. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
It's a gain of 56.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Bryant. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And an alley to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Off play action. Bryant. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On first down, it's Morton. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Back to throw. Bryant to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
54, right there, right there.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Get your swerve on.
Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Off the play fake. Bryant, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mecole Hardman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but they had only coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to.